and he reminded her strongly of Johnny. That was no basis on which to get interested in a man. Early in February, she was asked out by the mechanic who worked on her car at Cleves Mills Chevron. Again, she had almost said yes, and then backed away. The man's name was Arnie Tremont. He was tall, olive-skinned, and handsome in a smiling, predatory way. He reminded her a bit of James Brolin, the second banana on that Dr. Welby program, and even more of a certain Delta Tau Delta named Dan. Better to wait. Wait and see if something was going to happen. But nothing did. In that summer of 1971, Greg Stilson, 16 years older and wiser than the Bible salesman who had kicked a dog to death in a deserted Iowa dooryard, sat in the back room of his newly incorporated insurance and real estate business in Ridgway, New Hampshire. He hadn't aged much in the years between. There was a net of wrinkles around his eyes now, and his hair was longer, but still quite conservative. He was still a big man, and his swivel chair creaked when he moved. He sat smoking a Pall-Mall cigarette and looking at the man sprawled comfortably in the chair opposite. Greg was looking at this man the way a zoologist might look at an interesting new specimen. "See anything green?" Sonny Elliman asked. Elliman topped 6 feet 5 inches. He wore an ancient grease-stiffened jeans jacket with the arms and buttons cut off. There was no shirt beneath. A Nazi iron cross, black dressed in white chrome, hung on his bare chest. The buckle of the belt running just below his considerable beer belly was a great ivory skull. From beneath the pegged cuffs of his jeans poked the scuffed square toes of a pair of desert driver boots. His hair was shoulder-length, tangled, and shining with an accumulation of greasy sweat and engine oil. From one earlobe there dangled a swastika earring, also black dressed in white chrome. He spun a coal scuttle helmet on the tip of one blunt finger. Stitched on the back of his jacket was a leering red devil with a forked tongue. Above the devil was The Devil's Dozen. Below it, Sonny Elliman, Prez. "No," Greg Stilson said. "I don't see anything green, but I do see someone who looks suspiciously like a walking asshole." Elliman stiffened a little, then relaxed and laughed. In spite of the dirt, the almost palpable body odor, and Nazi regalia, his eyes, a dark green, were not without intelligence and even a sense of humor. "Rank me to the dogs and back, man," he said. "It's been done before. You got the power now." "You recognize that, do you?" "Sure. I left my guys back in the Hamptons. Came here alone. Be it on my own head, man." He smiled. "But if we should ever catch you in a similar position, you want to hope your kidneys are wearing combat boots." "I'll chance it," Greg said. He measured Elliman. They were both big men. He reckoned Elliman had 40 pounds on him, but a lot of it was beer muscle. "I could take you, Sonny." Elliman's face crinkled in amiable good humor again. "Maybe, maybe not. But that's not the way we play it, man. All that good American John Wayne stuff." He leaned forward as if to impart a great secret. "Me personally now, whenever I get me a piece of Mom's apple pie, I make it my business to shit on it." "Foul mouth, Sonny," Greg said mildly. "What do you want with me?" Sonny asked. "Why don't you get down to it? You'll miss your JC's meeting." "No," Greg said, still serene. "The JC's meet Tuesday nights. We've got all the time in the world." Elliman made a disgusted blowing sound. "Now what I thought," Greg went on, "is that you'd want something from me." He opened his desk drawer, and from it took 3 plastic baggies of marijuana. Mixed in with the weed were a number of gel capsules. "Found this in your sleeping bag," Greg said. "Nasty, nasty, nasty, Sonny. Bad boy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go directly to New Hampshire State Prison." "You didn't have any search warrant?" Elliman said. "Even a kitty lawyer could get me off, and you know it." "I don't know any such thing," Greg Stilson said. He leaned back in his swivel chair and cocked his loafers, bought across the state line at L.L. Bean's in Maine, up on his desk. "I'm a big man in this town, Sonny. I came into New Hampshire more or less on my uppers a few years back, and now I've got a nice operation here. I've helped the town council solve a couple of problems, including just what to do about all these kids the chief of police catches doing dope. Oh, I don't mean bad hats like you, Sonny. Drifters like you we know what to do with when we catch them with a little treasure trove like that one right there on my desk. I mean the nice local kids. Nobody really wants to do anything to them at all, you know? I figured that out for them. Put them to work on community projects instead of sending them to jail, I said. It worked out real good. Now we've got the biggest head in the Tri-Town area coaching Little League and doing a real good job at it. Elliman was looking bored. Greg suddenly brought his feet down with a crash, grabbed a vase with a UNH logo on the side and threw it past Sonny Elliman's nose. It missed him by less than an inch, flew end over end across the room, and shattered against the file cabinets in the corner. For the first time, Elliman looked startled. And for just a moment, the face of this older, wiser Greg Stilson was the face of the younger man, the dog bludgeoner. "You want to listen when I talk," he said softly, "because what we're discussing here is your career over the next 10 years or so. Now, if you don't have any interest in making a career out of stamping 'Live Free or Die' on license plates, you want to listen up, Sonny. You want to pretend this is the first day of school again, Sonny. You want to get it all right the first time, Sonny." Elliman looked at the smashed fragments of vase, then back at Stilson. His former uneasy calm was being replaced by a feeling of real interest. He hadn't been really interested in anything for quite a while now. He had made the run for beer because he was bored. He had come by himself because he was bored. And when this big guy had pulled him over, using a flashing blue light on the dashboard of his station wagon, Sonny Elliman had assumed that what he had to deal with was just another small-town deputy dog, protecting his territory and rousting the big, bad biker on the modified Harley-Davidson. But this guy was something else. He was... He's crazy, Sonny realized with dawning delight at the discovery. He's got 2 public service awards